We will now have the first panel discussion on scaling up clean tech innovation for accelerating climate action, entrepreneurs' perspective. The panel will be moderated by Mr. Ganesh Srinivasan, the Chief Executive Officer of Tata Power Delhi Distribution Limited. Mr. Srinivasan brings with him 2 decades of experience in areas like power utility, infrastructure, automotive, product development, and manufacturing. He spearheaded strategy, operations, transformation, and organizational development in his preceding roles. In his previous stint, Mr. Srinivasan was the Chief of Transmissions and Distribution, Tata Power, Mumbai, and has also served there as the Head Strategy and Corporate Planning Division. He is a BTech from IIT Madras, an MBA from the Indian School of Business, and holds a master's degree in industrial engineering from Purdue University, USA. Welcome, sir. I would now like to invite our panelists, Mr. Dennis Pamlin, Senior Advisor at Research Institute of Sweden, RISE. Mr. Pamlin is an entrepreneur and founder of 21st Century Frontiers. His main skill is working with companies, governments, and other organizations as a strategic economic technology and innovations advisor in the area of sustainability. His background is in engineering, industrial economy, and marketing. In the past, he has also held the position of Global Policy Advisor of WWF and Director for the Low Carbon Leaders Project under the UN Global Compact. Welcome, Dennis. Our next panelist is Mr. Aakash Agarwal, co-founder of New Leaf Dynamics. New Leaf Dynamics has developed the product Green Chill, which is a refrigeration system powered by biomass or farm waste. The product uses advanced materials and processes patented by New Leaf to generate refrigeration from heat without using grid power or diesel. Our next panelist is Mr. Tushar Devidayal, founder of Devidayal Solar Solutions. The company focuses on manufacturing and distribution of productive use of grid DC appliances with a specific focus on small-scale refrigerators and freezers for income generation and enhancement and rural and tribal locations. The team is working towards increasing the affordability of decentralized cold storage solutions through end-user financing. We have next Mr. Russel Collins, founder-director of Himalayan Rocket Store. The company has developed a highly energy-efficient, affordable, and clean integrated heating and cooking system suited to Himalayan conditions that can reduce emissions and air pollution by more than 90% as compared to firewood-based local solutions, thereby positively impacting health and environmental outcomes of the region. Our next panelist is Dr. Soumalya Mukherjee, co-founder of Tan90 Thermal Solutions. Tan90 has developed a portable phase change material-based cold storage, which is affordable. It is directly applicable at the farm gate and works around the use cases where it reduces waste for food production and increases farm income. Next, we have Mr. Saurabh Jhaamb, founder and CEO, Urja. Urja provides equipment-level energy analytics solution that combines non-invasive and maintenance-free sensors and data-driven energy analytics to enable deeper visibility into production efficiency using site's energy consumption. We will start the panel with an introductory presentation by Mr. Dennis Pamlin to set the context for the discussion, which will be followed by the session moderated by Mr. Srinivasan. Over to you, Mr. Pamlin.
Thank you very much, and thank you for giving me the honor to make an introductory presentation to this very important panel. Just a few observations. This couldn't be more timely, of course. We live in a time of rapid change, and maybe in few others areas besides finance, energy is maybe that one who's confronting the largest challenges. Most companies and business have a sort of a reasonably clear value proposition. They provide nutrition for people to eat. They provide something where people live. They provide something that people need to move somewhere. The energy companies have a deeper challenge because in the old industrial society, we had very many stupid solutions and we just pumped energy into that for no, we didn't really know what. We just needed more energy. But that time is gone. Many scenarios now, when we look at a sustainable future, they show that current energy companies don't have a business model that satisfies that. And it's also very telling that most energy, what we call energy entrepreneurs, are not really energy entrepreneurs. They are need entrepreneurs. They see the need for food in a sustainable way. They see the need for light in a sustainable way. They see a need for something that people actually need, and they provide that. And that, I think, is one of the greatest challenges now, how we can merge an old energy system with dominating stakeholders who are seeking a way forward from a way when they just sell kilowatt hours or cubic meter water, to confront and help and be part of this need-based transformation, where energy is not an end in itself, but a mean to the needs in society. And by doing this kind of collaboration between entrepreneurs and large companies and financial institutions, I think we can seek a way forward here. And that's where I think this initiative, and India in particular, had really shown a way forward. And Tata Group has really been at the forefront. And maybe because Tata has been in so many different fields, they have much better than many other energy companies seen the broader changes in society. So I think it's also a very unique opportunity for entrepreneurs to work with a company like Tata, because many other energy companies, they see entrepreneurs as purely a competitor that is challenging their old way of thinking, rather than a new voice that is being brought in to a much smarter system. So with that said, I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity. And my role is, of course, leading the work in mission innovation now with the kind of clean energy entrepreneurs that we see here now, but also bridging those with markets, with large companies, and with investors. So this, when I got the invitation for this event, this is exactly what we like to see. And many of you who listen now and participate might think that this is quite obvious. But you should recognize that this is still very, very uncommon on a global scale, that we see these kind of collaborations and these kind of initiatives that really bring in the entrepreneurs and the next generations of solutions at the forefront. So thank you everyone for participating, and I hope you appreciate the really valuable contribution for this initiative. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Dennis, for your thoughts and setting it up wonderfully. And welcome once again to the entrepreneurs. And it is really wonderful to have a very interesting set of people who are working in exciting areas: refrigeration, cold storage, DC appliances, energy efficiency, energy analytics, clean heating and cooking systems. So I really can't wait to pick their brains and tap their experience. And I'm sure each one of them has tons of learning in taking their startup from concept or idea to a minimum viable product, commercializing it, and now in various phases of scale up. And all of us stand to benefit from hearing them speak. So I will be trying to understand their perspective on how they looked at scale up of the clean tech innovation, and how they are approaching it, and what their experiences have been, and learnings, most importantly, for the others in the call to benefit from. So let me first go to Saurabh, the founder of and CEO of Urja. And I just wanted to understand, Saurabh, we have been working on your company for the last 4 to 5 years. And what are the lessons that you would like other entrepreneurs, in terms of scaling up or learning from your experience? What is it that you feel is something that you have benefited in over the last 4 or 5 years of experience what exactly is will makes a successful company scale up. You're on mute, Saurabh. Can't hear you still. Yeah, now. Yeah, now it's audible. Yeah, kindly go ahead. Yeah. So my question was, what exactly are your learnings as far as taking your company and scaling up your company?
Right. Thank you, Ganesh, for bringing this up. I think just like to start by thanking for the invitation to be able to share our experience, and I would just start by saying that this is a very pointed question at the start, very, very, very relevant to what we have been doing, and very relevant to the Techtonic platform that we have got. So to answer your question very simply, I think it's all about making a positive impact at the end. Now, you have to start seeing when you are an early entrepreneur, how to stitch your product in a way that it becomes a total and complete value add for the existing business change, and the business models can come up later. I think it's more of a right fit than you need to identify. Once you identify a problem, that you are able to even touch base or start with, I think evolution of that totally depends on the feedback from the market. Now, as far as our experience goes, Ganesh, we have worked with small manufacturers, less than 100K of revenue annually, dollars. And we have worked with large enterprises in automotive, likes of Suzuki, Maruti, a few of the other Tata manufacturing firms as well, and few of TPDDL's consumer base as well. I think it's definitely overwhelming. The feedback that you get from different facets of manufacturing is very overwhelming. I think as an entrepreneur, you should be constant endeavor to stitch that feedback and grow and rather evaluate your products standing against that, and be true to what your mission was. Mission is energy analytics, energy efficiency. Be true to that. I think go more and more deeper is something that I can definitely tell, and everything through the way will fall back in line once you have right partners. That's what I would say.
Right. So what you mentioned was that when you deal with a wide variety of customers, right, somebody who is $100K revenue versus a large automotive, one size obviously will not fit all, and you have to go deeper to really figure out what works for that customer in particular.
Right. So as far as when you started by saying the technology has to be scalable, the overall business model has to be scalable. The moment you start going beyond your beta or alpha customers, the feedback flow will be huge. Now it's matter of, as I speak to a lot of people, is matter of how much you can digest and how much you can quickly react to. When I say react to, I mean improve the product so that it reacts to the market and talks to the consumer, make it more interactive. I think it's human nature. People will start talking when they use your product. For you, it's very important as an entrepreneur because you're going to be setting the direction of the product as well as the company. It's very important that you grow your vision beyond one product and soon evolve it to be a company which has a particular solution for such a need for the market, not just a single solution. I think that's more of a gradual thinking that will come through. But yes, I think that would be one of the focus